What's good, family? We are back with another reaction. Make sure you're going out here and doing your own research. Don't believe everything that you hear and see on social media. This channel is not for little ones. So if you have them, there is adult language in here. Just want to let you know ahead of time. Stay hungry, stay focused, and never stop chasing your dreams. Embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Each failure gets you closer to your goals. I have had a lot going on this 7. I was in a car accident earlier this 7 and it just threw my whole 7 off. So I know I don't get a lot of viewers right now and I didn't care, but to the ones that do watch my videos, that is why I was inconsistent this 7 with putting content out. Life happens and you just gotta roll with it, you know?
Alright, we finna play this game called Brainwash. Let's get it. If you believe your votes counted, brainwashed. Republicans and Democrats against each other, brainwashed. Virus was caused by weather, brainwashed. Chemtrails not real, brainwashed. Government not trying to kill you, brainwashed. Moon is not made of plasma and the landing was real, brainwashed. Moon and sun stationary outside of this dome, brainwashed. Bohemian Grove not real, brainwashed. Elites don't play real life Hunger Games with children and women in undisclosed islands and woods, brainwashed. Education wasn't set up to indoctrinate you, brainwashed. Biden wasn't replaced after his death, brainwashed. Trump never died in the 1989 plane crash, brainwashed. Clones not real, brainwashed. The world not ran by people who worship demons, brainwashed. You not being controlled by the Gwen Tower signals, brainwashed. Gwen Towers isn't the reason for viruses, brainwashed. Vaccines wasn't placed to depopulate the population, brainwashed. Vaccines didn't have nanotech inside of them to later remotely surveillance your body and mutate your DNA. Now you are a patent and label a non-human being, brainwashed. Aliens are great and not the original ancient black beings, brainwashed. 90% of your idols not doing rituals, brainwashed. Sports not fixed and rigged, brainwashed. 25 agenda not real, brainwashed. Transhumanism is not the main goal, you're brainwashed. Christopher Columbus was white, brainwashed. Operational high jump was a hoax, brainwashed. News media not lying to you, brainwashed. Everything they taught you wasn't false, brainwashed. Spiritual wars not real and the real wars is against you, brainwashed. Heaven and hell is a place that you go when you die, brainwashed. Military don't got weapons that'll send voices to your head thinking that it's imaginary God that spoke to you, brainwashed. Yeah, and I know this last is gonna hurt. Our religions weren't made in the year 1550, designed for you to obey the elites and not worship the God in you because the God in you is actually the real temple. You're brainwashed. That's a little shit that y'all need to learn.
So, my transmission went out. Not worried about it though. Reason why? Divine timing. Creator's going to provide eventually. It was bound, this soul cycle with this vehicle, everything, it's run its course. So it's clearing out what's next for me, energetically. That's how this works. So when you stay aligned, you stay divine. Because everything works out for you in the end. Nothing wrong with that. Just keep moving. Because sometimes we dwell on the problems that we have right in front of us, but not realizing they're going to help us set up opportunities for us in the long run. So I'm very grateful for this to happen to me right now, to kind of help me persevere through this part, because it's the universe testing me, asking me, hey, you ready? Oh, I'm ready, and I'm going to keep moving forward. Yeah.
That's how I feel about my car accident.
A vending machine like no other has appeared in London Waterloo Station. The algorithm has decided one face, one beauty. The cost? Your own face.
Is that real?
Is this the future you want for beauty?
Are those people's faces in that machine? You seen what that lady did? She went up to the machine with her face. It scanned it and it made a mask out of it. Right? Something's going on at that place, guys. And to be honest with you, I'm never putting my face in that machine. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purpose only. I'm telling you right now, guys, if you see that, don't go to it. Shh. Shut up. You never know. Because with this AI stuff going on right now, I don't know why would they need a machine like that. What are they trying to do with my face? What are they trying to do with your face? Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game. I ain't got you. Know what time it is. Shut up. But I'll tell you one thing. If I'm ever in a mall with a shorty and she stops at that machine and she tells me, come on, let's do this. Put your face in the machine. And I see that she's about to put her face in that machine, I'm not even going to say nothing, bro.
I hope that's not real.
To my religious babies, I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Religion has sold you a reunion with God that you never needed in the first place because you were never separate from God. You cannot reunite with something that you were never separated from. And I know y'all dislike when I say things, but I don't give you scripture to back it up. So let's go to Luke 17:21. What does it say? I know you know it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The kingdom of God is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. Not up there. Not out there, within you. If it's within you, it cannot be separate from you. You cannot separate a wave in the ocean. You cannot separate the sun and the sunbeam. They are two pieces of one whole. You are God in human form, my love. You are God experiencing itself through the vessel of a human being. But see, religion gave you that scripture. The kingdom of God is within you, but they're praying that you don't understand what that means. Because if you understood that, you wouldn't need to get access through the church. You would recognize that you are the access, and there's nothing you can do to deny that access. So whose side are you on? The Bible says you're not separate. Religion says you are. You're going to have to pick one. And now that you're starting to remember your truth, it's time for you to actually do something with it. I am hosting a 2-hour webinar, Remembrance, for you, for the people who know there has to be more to it. I can't be separate from God. The Bible is literally telling me that I am one with God. It's for those people who are ready to harness that God power, who are ready to let go of the beliefs that are no longer serving them, so that the God that's always been within them can start to shine through and they can live their heaven on earth. Now, if you are ready for that journey away from separation, back to oneness and unity with the God that you've always been one and united with, comment the word join below and I'll send you the link for the webinar.
Okay, so this is crazy. The human hand emits light. The whole human body does. We are light beings. And Carillion photography is a way to capture the image of this light that emits from your body. It's incredible. But nails on your fingers give off the most light. Nail polish and plastic nails block the flow of energy. The toxins contained in the products were found in the blood within 10 minutes of application.
Don't get them done no more.
So this is kind of a conspiracy about nail polish and fake fingernails. But the entire human body is supposed to emit light. What happens when you put on conventional sunscreen, conventional beauty products, which are made of petrochemicals that if you ate, you'd get sick, you'd have to go to the hospital, but you can put them on your skin, even though your skin absorbs everything it touches, which gets deposited into your organs and your blood. What happens when you're showering in fluoride and chlorine, which also absorbs through your skin? Of course, it's a complete coincidence that so many things in our daily lives weaken us and fill us with chemicals and lower our brain function. Of course, it's just a whoopsie daisy. But this is why I'm always mentioning detoxing and boosting your system naturally. Some call it a spiritual war we are in the midst of right now. However, you can detox. Your body is able to rejuvenate and restore, but you got to give it the right materials.
You can't even answer that.
Go back over here.
Why are they eating babies in a private island? Why? Can you answer that? Can you answer that? Why nobody's in jail? Why are they eating children and killing women in another island?
Do you have ID?
No, I don't.
Do you have
Why are they doing that? I don't have nothing on my name.
Kidnapping? You know who's kidnapping? America is kidnapping children. America.
She is not wrong.
Man, y'all truckers better watch out, especially with this blitz coming up, because, boy, they stopping everybody and everything. They popping out of an ice cream truck.
No,
Imagine you riding down the road and you see an ice cream truck with the blues on. Huh? Are you going to stop? Are you gonna stop?
Probably
I'm thinking
not.
this is Gucci Mane or something.
Probably
Like,
not.
what in the world? Is this a promo for something?
If an ice cream truck tries to pull me over, I am not stopping, because you could be trying to kill me.
We got snow here in May. One day it's 70, the next day it's 30. Weather modification, HARP is in full force, trying to destroy our crops, of course, so that we can't fend for ourselves. Saying that raw milk is dangerous, trying to attack our farm animals, trying to say that chickens are causing us to become sick, trying to attack our egg supply and our meat supply. Gas prices are through the roof. People aren't making any more, but you're sure spending more at the store. All part of the plan. It is so easy to see what they are trying to do to America. Dropping ticks on us, so then we can't eat meat anymore. Why? Because you want a bunch of vegetarians. Oh, the Matrix is upon us.
We're not supposed to be eating meat anyways.
You ever notice when people have a spiritual awakening, they lose their family and their friends? Your family start calling you crazy, your friends start calling you crazy, and it get to the point where you just want to be by yourself. Sometimes I laugh when I hear people say waking up is so much better than being asleep in the Matrix. I don't know about that. Just remember, it's a thin line between spirituality and going crazy. When people call you crazy long enough, you might start believing it. This video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. Are you happy? Are you sad? It don't really matter, because the Matrix don't give a shit about any of us. We all have a spiritual journey, and it's not connected to the Matrix. But if you get stuck trying to heal and fix everyone you come across, your time will run out. And the people you was trying to help, they're still going to need help. Never drain your energy for nobody. You have a spiritual awakening, your mind becomes so vivid, you understand everything that's wrong and everything that should be right. But you really can't fix it. So never stress and try to help your family and friends, because they're still asleep. They're having a good time while you are suffering. One of the best things you can do while you're still stuck in this Matrix, save your energy. Spirituality is all about helping people that want to help you. So when you help them, you save your energy. Everything you do should be about balance. So next time you think about taking somebody's hand and pulling them up, just remember, they can be pulling you down at the same time. That's not balance. Sometimes when you turn your back on certain people, you can look in the mirror and face yourself, because everything is a reflection. Your thoughts, desires, and action, it all come back to you. I remember when I first woke up in the Matrix, I was so happy, but I was so stressed. I was happy that I was connected to everything in the universe, but I was sad because I was connected to everything in the universe. I was telling people that water is bad, the food is bad, the fluoride is bad. You can't use this toothpaste, you can't use this mouthwash, you can't eat this food. You shouldn't vote for that person. Watch out for the chemtrails. You can't drink soda. I thought I was doing a good thing, but that shit took so much of my energy. I was like, damn, am I doing the right thing, or am I just killing myself slowly? All the people I was trying to help, they was family and friends. And guess what? They ain't give a shit about nothing I was saying. They was still happy, and I was drained. Spirituality is about time shifts. So don't feel bad if you can't help someone wake up, because at some point you was asleep. If they didn't wake up, it wasn't time for them to wake up. Spiritual people should not be depressed. We should be the happiest people on this planet, because we have the highest vibrations on this planet.
This girl started to suspect that her dog might be a skinwalker. It began with small things, strange movements, an empty stare, and a low, unsettling growl. But then it became truly disturbing. She decided to test an old legend and poured a line of salt in front of the door. Her dog, normally the first to rush outside, suddenly stopped and stared at the salt. Then it slowly turned around and walked back into the house, while the other dog calmly stepped right over the line without hesitation. In another video, the girl says the story gets even darker. She was filming when she suddenly noticed her dog standing at the top of the stairs, just watching her. But that made no sense. The wall beside the stairs was far too high for the dog to climb up there, and the moment she realized it, the dog vanished in an instant. That's when she decided to test everything one last time. She placed the dog inside a circle of salt. If it stepped out easily, everything would be fine. If not, then it wasn't really her dog. She called to it softly, using the same gentle voice she always did. Any normal dog would have run straight to its owner, but this one didn't move. She offered its favorite food, even opened the door to let it outside. Nothing worked. And then the terrifying realization hit her. It wasn't that the dog didn't want to leave the circle, it couldn't, which meant the real horror was much closer than she had ever imagined.
That's creepy. As
have you ever drawn this symbol? Do you remember the first time you saw this symbol? Do you think that it is encoded in our reality? Or do you think this is just something that we're mimicking from each other? This is called the Super S symbol. Why does everybody know this symbol right here, but nobody knows where it came from? This is just more than a doodle. They call this a memory artifact. This is a symbol embedded in our subconscious that is a clip from outside the simulation. We are at the ancient artificial intelligence or ancient AI part of the map. If you want to follow along on our map journey, the link is in the bio. You probably drew this in school or saw a classmate drawing this, but everybody says the same thing. They don't really remember where it came from. There is no confirmed creator, brand origin, or company behind it. So how do we all know this symbol? People claim that this symbol, this Super S, is actually the logo we see right before we enter the simulation. Bold statement, I know, but there are three things. It's familiar, it's symmetrical, and it feels intentional. Also, everybody can instinctively draw this symbol. Even if you've never drew this before, you could put pen to paper right now and probably draw it from memory. It is internationally known. It is a watermark from outside the system. Psychologists claim we may be just mimicking each other, but guess what? This happened before the internet. There were no memes. There was no social media, but we all instinctively know this symbol. Is this coded in our brain or is it coded in our reality? Did you see it? When did you see it? And do you believe that it is outside of our reality, outside the simulation, or this is just something that we're learning from each other? Let me know. It's us.
who knows?
Time to exercise those demons.
That was lovely.
These are 4 of the wildest
We went to something out here not too long ago, and we were looking around and just looking at the people.
Right.
And I was like, man, yeah, let's get up out of here because people are just weird now. And there's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's the theory. So I said the world ended in 1999.
I was watching that, man. You got me down that path. Okay, break it down.
I think the world ended in 1999. Now, what did Prince say? He had a song called what? Party Like It's 1999.
Mm-hmm.
Prince is a very smart guy. Now, what happened after that? Okay, they're saying Y2K, everything shut down. You know, they said it didn't happen, right? But here's
they
the
kept
thing.
saying computers were going to reset and all that shit.
Computers are going to reset, so on and so forth. But why 1999? So if you look at every decade before that, it had a very distinctive look, sound, feel, fashion, everything. Music, movies. You're like, oh, that's the 60s for sure.
Right.
The 60s was wildly different from the 70s, and the 70s from the 80s, and so on and so forth.
Right.
Can you pinpoint anything after that?
After what?
After 2000?
No.
After 99? Think about it. What's the fashion of 2010?
Okay, so what you're saying is that we can't see the era change.
There's no era
Right.
change.
He's right, though. I never looked at it like that.
Babe, tell them why we're not putting our kids through public school.
Because the U.S. public schooling system is designed to train your kids to become factory workers. And that's not theory, that's actually fact. And you can thank two people for that. Number one is John D. Rockefeller, number two is Henry Ford. In 1902, John D. Rockefeller created the General Education Board, which was specifically designed to train kids to become factory workers that would then go work for Henry Ford later in his production lines. So school doesn't actually train you how to creatively think, how to express genius, how to have individuality. What it trains you to do is to be a factory worker, clock in, clock out on time, follow instructions, follow orders, and sit still, be quiet. Which is why all these kids are magically ADHD. I was told I was stupid and I was just like every single year. They told me how dumb I was because I couldn't do anything and I just sat fucking still. And I was an entrepreneur through and through. And so I'm not putting our kids through that because they make really gifted children feel stupid. And that's why every entrepreneur friend of mine, like, they all agree with that.
I spoke about this in class about how these diseases, these mental health disorders, how, you know, I and this is just my perspective on it, I feel like it's an excuse to be lazy or to have this behavior or to, I mean, that's it, really. It's an excuse to behave the way that you do. Oh, I'm bipolar, so that's why I'm an asshole. Or I'm depressed, and that's why I sleep all day and don't do nothing because I'm just like, no, it's an excuse. Also, autism. I have a son, my 19-year-old is autistic. But he's so smart and so intelligent. And they make you feel when you have things like this, autism, or ADHD, they make you feel like you're less than, like you're weird, like there's something wrong with you. Schizophrenia. I believe that because I believe schizophrenic people are more tuned in to the spirit world, but they make us believe that all that exists is this physical world and that is it, and anything outside of that is just fantasy and fairy tales. No, it's not. It's real. And I believe that people with these disorders are more tapped into that than somebody who doesn't have it. They're closer to the spirit world than somebody that has never had a disorder in their life. That is my perspective on it. I don't care. That's what I think.
Yeah, just rinse it. I'll grab it in a...
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
What the fuck was that?
This footage of a baby plesiosaur was smuggled out of China by Dr. Stevie Janowski. According to Dr. Janowski, a self-proclaimed PhD in paleontology, this footage is authentic and represents the results of a cloning program that has been operating within a laboratory in Wuhan. The DNA had been preserved in ice for millions of years and was successfully recovered in a usable state by the lab. The Chinese government has not responded to requests for comment, and the laboratory has officially denied conducting research of this nature. The current whereabouts of the plesiosaur are unknown.
Plesiosaur? I've never heard of that.
Please tell me you've seen these clouds turn into a rainbow. When I seen this, I started thinking about what God told us. He said, never again will all life be destroyed by water of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy this earth. Then I went down to the bottom and he was speaking about rainbows and a cloud. So when I seen a cloud and a rainbow, I started thinking about the promises and the covenant that God made us. This video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. What if I told you God ain't promised us shit? In fact, the God that you pray to is not the God we should be praying to. When you pray, something pray on you. Me, you, your mom, dad, brother, sister, your cat, your dog, your fish. We are all stuck inside of a firmament. When we watch these clouds turn into a rainbow, we was really watching the firmament. The firmament is really a prism. Never forget that our spirit is nothing but light. The definition of a prism, light slows down when it enters the glass. When God put us in a glass firmament, our spirit or light slowed down. That's why they say sky is the limit. Yes, it's the limit for spirits because we can't leave the glass dome. They call it a prism, but it's really a prison. This goes back to Noah's Ark. I mean, why would God flood us anyway? If he really loved us, bruh, why would you flood us?
Right.
We have worlds that stacked on top of worlds. Chakras stacked on top of chakras. What if God can open up the firmament and pour water from another world into another world? Never forget that we are 85% of water, so we are like a water planet. God actually poured our spirits into the firmament. That's exactly where the flood came from. We are known as water spirits, fresh water and salt water. We are praying to the wrong God. We came here to escape the prism. That's why they gave us Jacob's ladder. If you climb the ladder long enough, you can escape the firmament. The rainbow bridge. If you travel the bridge long enough, you can escape the firmament. The rainbow and the pot of gold. If you cross the rainbow, you get the pot of gold. The pot of gold means escaping the matrix. We had the chakras in our body. If you activate all your chakras, you get to the 8th one and you can leave the matrix.
I said that on a video. I said that on a video like a few videos ago, that what if the end of the rainbow, you know how they say like at the end of the rainbow is the pot of gold? What if the end of the rainbow is the end of the firmament and that's the exit out of here? I just said that. I'm just watching that video for the first time. I love that.
Of potential squatters. But the thing is, she found squatters all right, but not the living kind. But this is where it even gets creepier. As she's giving her first-hand account, there's a voice that you can hear clearly say, why? Something followed her home. Take a look at this. Comment below. Tell me what you think.
If y'all don't know, I'm a private investigator in Longview. I own and operate my own investigation firm. And earlier today, this lady called me. She goes, hey, I think there's some squatters living at my mama's house in the country. And I need somebody to come out here and investigate because we've been getting reports that at nighttime there's people like in the windows and shit. So she said her mama died and the house supposed to be vacant. But I don't know. I thought maybe it was going to be like some family drama or something. I said, okay, this is Longview. Of course there's going to be some squatters up in there. That's at least what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Or some meth heads or something. So I get to her property around 4 o'clock this evening. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. I sit, I wait, nothing happens. Sun's starting to go down. Still nothing happens. As I was getting ready to leave, bitch, the light turned on in the house. What the Prior to this, she did leave us a key. You know what I'm saying? She came to my office, left me a key on my desk because I had trial this morning. I couldn't do anything about that. So with the key that she gave us, I made entry to the house. I said, you know, private investigator, is there anybody here? And there's nothing. However, upstairs, I did hear somebody walking, and it wasn't like a regular walk. It was like a slow dragging walk, like the boogeyman from goddamn Powerpuff Girls type of walk. Like they was stepping, but they wouldn't lift to their feet. Now my black ass should have got up out of there, but I didn't. So I noticed it was coming from the same room with a light turned on it. I go upstairs. The light's on, but there's nobody there. I looked in all the closets. I looked everywhere. As I was going downstairs, something said, Leslie, you're not supposed to be here. And I mean it just like that. I didn't tell anybody my name. Everybody only knows me as Sherlock Homegirl or Investigator McAdoo. I didn't tell anybody my name. And keep in mind, I'm in the damn boonies in the middle of nowhere off of 40-2. And if y'all from East Texas, y'all know there's a plantation house on 40-2. And it was only like a few miles down the road. The way I put that SRT in drive, and I mean manual, not automatic, and reverse tailed it up out of there, it looked like it fishtailed me. I got the fuck out of there.
Hell yeah. I'd have got the fuck out of there too.
So now you're telling me they found this statue in Mexico, and at first I didn't believe it either, but then I saw the picture of it actually being found. I'm like, wait, hold on, this looks oddly familiar. When I saw this, I immediately thought of this. And y'all know the history behind this, y'all. Y'all know the history. If you don't, let's talk about it. So I am not a believer that the Anunnaki created the world or the Tartarians, any of that. I think that the fallen angels came down and procreated with mortal women. The fallen angels being the aliens that everybody's talking about. Literally says in the book of Enoch that people will sacrifice to demons as gods, and these demons will masquerade themselves as gods across the centuries. I keep telling you guys, I'm gonna bring it back. The Egyptian gods, the Roman gods, the Greek gods, all the other gods are just fallen angels taking different forms over the centuries, guys. When people are finding these things, everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's aliens, it's aliens. No, y'all, those are fallen angels. Like, I wholeheartedly believe that. I will stand on that 10 toes down. And I feel like in the music industry, the reason why they push that stuff so bad is because they themselves worship fallen angels. Like, it's all in plain sight, guys. It's been here. So finding these artifacts, it's really not surprising to me. And what are the chances that a woman would be doing that with the alien? What are the chances? I don't know. It's giving in plain sight to me. Like, you guys tell me what you think. As always, make sure you like and follow. Comment down below if you want a part 2.
Take a look at this truck spilling meat all over the highway in North Carolina. Now, do you see the name of this truck? Bumgarner Services. Now, oddly enough, in North Carolina, there is a business called Bumgarner Family Funeral Service. That's a coincidence, right? Nope. What about when Daddy Trump decided to throw that Halloween party? And he had a very weird Halloween costume pull up to get candy. You see, the McDonald's sign says billions and billions served, but there are 2 kids in the stroller. That is also just a coincidence. Just like this really old and creepy McDonald's commercial where he's pulling things out of the food bag and he ends up pulling a child out of the bag. Well, it pops up on its own. But do you not find that to be a little bit weird? Yeah. Especially considering the fact that the FBI literally raided a McDonald's facility because there was some really weird stuff in the meat. Now, I have to be careful about my wording here, But just stop eating McDonald's. It's literally disgusting. You remember what happened to that McChicken, right? I made this video for entertainment purposes only.
And now that we know about the clown, the rat around
It was
the
just an
clown's
accident
mouth,
that the government decided to wait 3 days before evacuating anyone from the Marshall Islands following a 15 megaton nuclear blast at Castle Bravo. This is actually the site that Bikini Bottom and SpongeBob is based off of. In real life, it's called Bikini Atoll. And yeah, the blast basically pulverized all the coral reefs on the island, shot everything up in the atmosphere. It came back down looking like snow, so all the kids went outside and started playing in radioactive coral reef dust, all developing leukemia, dwarfism, and horrible skin lesions and their hair falling out. And then the mothers who were pregnant on the island started giving birth to jellyfish babies, so that's what this was called for a long time. This was a conspiracy called jellyfish babies, because they were just trying to discount the witness testimony. This was an island of 14,000 people, and instead of treating these people's ailments, the government decided to take them in as test subjects. This is called Project 4.1, and it's insane to me. Anyways, this is my driver. I just feel like everyone should know about this, especially because it's like SpongeBob was the most popular kids show, and it's based off of the most horrific thing that the US government has done. At least in those years.
I love SpongeBob. Well, loved. Every single one of my babies watched SpongeBob.
They ate the maid that came out of the luxury hotel screaming. This was a few days ago, saying she saw that they ate. Some very powerful family members of an actress in the hotel had a ritual, was all caught by the maid. She's gone missing. She never misses work. She's always on time. If something's happening, she lets people know that she's not going to be there. She's nowhere to be found. Her family is looking for her. Her employer is looking for her. This is the second time I've seen where somebody sees something and then comes out frantically saying that they're doing something that bad, and then they're nowhere to be found. But she states she saw what she saw and said who did it. The controversy in Mexico is getting explosive when it comes to the ritual.
I hope she's alright.
Yeah, y'all gotta explain to me what kind of animal is this, because I'm not from this country. The school didn't do too much of a good job teaching us about the animals and stuff like that. But I know for one, I have never seen this thing in my life, y'all. And people in our comments are saying the same thing. What the heck is that, y'all? What is this? This thing washed up on the shores of Long Beach, California. Did y'all hear about this? They're probably not saying too much about this. What is this, y'all? Check this out.
¿Qué tipo de animal sería este?
Yeah, what is that?
Tiene aletas, tiene patas.
It's not no dog, bro. Look at this. What is
Aquí
that?
estamos en las playas de Long Beach.
Yeah, they must be doing something in the water, man. They must be doing something in the water, because this is something I have never seen before. I don't know if it's a water animal. It looked like a mix between a seal, a pig, a dog. It looked like it got human feet. Look at this. It looked like a seal too, bro. It looked like a seal. But nonetheless, 2026 got a whole bunch of surprises for us. Let me know down in the comments below if you've seen this before, y'all. The ship is here. Let's get it. Peace out.
That's wild.
Yo, y'all remember this video?
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I do.
Yo, all these people was just standing around. This joint really reminded me about something. Look at this shit.
Gotta go. Get me out.
Now, have you ever seen this movie, The Happening? That joint was talking about the same thing. Look at this. Look. Basically, in the movie, they was telling us that the plants and everything was alive, the trees and everything, and it was giving off a chemical reaction. I don't know, bro. It might be be suspect.
I feel like I've seen that movie, but I'm gonna go watch it again.
Earlier, I was pretending to be on FaceTime so the guy behind me wouldn't approach me, but then I started hearing him run in my direction and got scared.
Somebody help me! I'm feeling help! Somebody help! Please!
And that ended up being the last video she ever posted on her TikTok account. Now we're thinking like, oh, it went wrong, she got kidnapped or something happened to her. But then the security guard of the hotel ended up posting another TikTok, and it's CCTV footage of the same girl running in the hallway. But what we see on the footage is not what the fuck we think like actually happened.
Wait, what do you mean?
Look, all right, y'all. So I went back and was looking at the video of that girl from the other day, right? Because I'm thinking maybe somebody must be following her, because I found that thing in the bathroom. Like, you know, it makes sense that somebody's probably
that's her.
That's her running.
Because not just any person is gonna have that tool. I mean, that tool is for getting inside the rooms.
Look, she ends up hiding inside the elevator.
Okay.
So just keep watching the screen right here, man. I saw something that just, because I'm thinking somebody's following her.
Watch, let me fast forward. Watch this.
Right there. Right there.
I don't know what that was.
This is crazy.
Oh, what the?
Somebody explain that to me.
That's
and y'all think that's crazy. Watch, keep watching like right by that door right there, by that table. Keep watching right over by there. Whole time I'm thinking somebody following her. So we trying to go over the film and just keep watching. Look. My hand is shaking. Right there.
What the fuck was that?
What the heck? Bro, that's a rock from that table right there. Those are stones and those in bowls right there by that table. And that one of them stones just fell on the floor.
And there's no way that should happen because there's no wind in there.
He ended up posting another video. So after she basically ran down the hallway, she ended up trying to hide inside the elevator.
Okay.
But the weird thing about the elevator is that it wasn't closing. Like if somebody was like holding the elevator door open, you know when you hold it like this? So she's trying to get the door to close, doesn't close.
It's like she acting like...
That's scary. I hope she was alright.
Phoebe Buffet from Friends. Was she a truther?
Yes, she was.
I need a good lie.
Everybody thought she was weird.
How about the whole man walking on the moon thing? You know? you can see the strings, people.
And that's not all. Listen to this.
You don't believe in evolution?
No, not really.
Like.
You don't believe in gravity?
Well, it's not so much that, you know, like I don't believe in it. You know, it's just, I don't know, lately I get the feeling that I'm not so much being pulled down as I am being pushed.
Now notice how she said she feels more like she's being pushed down than pulled down? You mean like the downward electric current? The electrostatic gradient? So what do you think? Was Phoebe just the dumb ditzy blonde?
Nope.
Or was she the only one of the friends that actually knew what was going on?
Yep. Okay, this is not about the money, okay? It's about corporate greed destroying our hearts and leaving us the hollow shells.
Yep. Exactly.
The whole concept and ideology behind soulmates is very interesting to me. And a lot of people will ask you, well, why haven't you found somebody to be with yet? Why haven't you found your soulmate?
I'm
But
waiting.
this is them. They're very simple people. That's why they fit together. But this is you. Super complex and deep as a motherfucker. And sometimes you'll even settle for just like a little piece of something that kind of fits you, but it don't really fit you though. Because this is just the reality of dating as a deep person that a lot of people don't understand. You're super deep and complex, and most people are just simple. Like, it's easy for y'all to find a partner because y'all don't really think deep about stuff. You're not really a complex person.
Because when you a deep, complex individual, you walk around seeing all these different relationships, and you just looking like, first of all, some of y'all don't even fit together, and y'all don't even realize it. Then you looking at other complex individuals, and you like, damn, I'm complex and they complex, but we're the different type of complex. We don't fit together. You'll even find people that kind of fit you, but they don't fit you the way that they think they fit you. You'll even see some people that fit together, but it's only because they forced each other to fit together. Like, y'all see what I'm saying? Look at these images. Y'all see where I'm getting at here?
Absolutely.
Dating as a complex individual, this shit is not for the weak, and a lot of people cannot comprehend that.
I get completely what he's saying. A while back, I showed a video with it was like half hearts. And each half heart was a different shape. So when they would put themselves together, they wouldn't fit together. And they wouldn't fit, so then they'd go on to the next person. They didn't fit, they'd go on to the next person. Well, finally, 2 half hearts came together and they didn't fit together. And the one heart made changes so she would fit him. And when they went together, they still didn't fit. So the other half of the heart, made changes within himself. And then they fit together perfectly. And that is what a relationship, when you wait for the right one, does that mean that you guys are going to fit perfectly together? Yes, but no. And let me explain. Relationships are about making the necessary changes for each other. Not me making the changes within me for you, but you also making the changes within yourself for me. That is what makes a relationship fit perfectly. Does that mean it's going to be perfect? No, absolutely not. Are you guys going to face challenges? Absolutely. Are you guys going to get on each other's nerves? I'm sure sometimes, you're tired of me, go take a nap. If I'm tired of you, I'll take a nap. It's about loving each other and making the necessary adjustments for each other. And that's the problem with relationships today, is that you make all the changes while they stay the same. And it's not going to work. It just isn't. If you both aren't willing to do the work within yourselves that need to be done for each other, it's never going to work. So don't get mad when your person leaves you, because you stayed the same while they grew, while they made changes within themselves. That is why I am taking this time to heal, to become the person that I want my person to be. And yes, I have love for my ex, but I know I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here with him, but I am, because he's making this part of my journey comfortable for me financially. And that's what it is. He supports me financially in a season of my life that I've been through this process 16 other times. And the last time I did a lot of healing and a lot of growing. But that relationship was introduced to me during that process. And had I not, there were lessons in that relationship that I had to learn that I could only get from being in that relationship. He also led me to my divine partner. I don't think he meant to. Without him, I wouldn't have found my divine partner. I believe I would have found him eventually, but not when I did. And I believe I found him when I was meant to find him. Everything happens for a reason. There are no coincidences. And I know for a fact that whole situation was not a coincidence. I love you.
I'm going to keep this short and simple. You're not going to see this on the news because the government owns the news and the government is lying to you. You need to get prepared right now. You need to get a dry pantry right now. You need to get a solar powered generator right now. Candles, flashlights, batteries, toilet paper. You need to get the necessities right the fuck now. You need to buy seeds that you can plant right fucking now. You need to stock up on ammunition if that's your fucking thing right now. You need access to medication right now. You need to get prepared right now. You are past the point of needing to be ready, okay? We're there. It's coming, okay? The entire world is bracing for a fuel crisis. The entire world is bracing for a fuel crisis, okay? Farmers all throughout the world are announcing a national food shortage. I don't know if you can feel it. I feel it. Something's coming. Get ready right now. Don't wait. It's your day off. Whatever you can afford, you do right now.
I'm just gonna say this. I trust my divine creator.
For the record, I do believe in aliens. I love conspiracy theories. I don't have to believe them all, but I love them all.
Okay.
And my brother is right there with me. There's literally 7 species of aliens, and there's good aliens and bad aliens. It's more than that, Ron.
Who the hell is that guy?
I definitely think Corey is an alien, by the way. I've already told Corey. Corey, for sure, is an alien.
That's Chris's boyfriend.
No. Well, no. But, yes.
Corey does look suspicious. Come on.
Why do you think Corey is an alien? Stupid. I'm on your team. No. There's UFOs on etchings and caves. Okay, just a question. They've literally been here since like the 40s. Like centuries, Rob. Centuries.
What's up with Corey, though? Why does it seem like he knows something that we don't?
Because he probably does.
They said that Corey was an alien. And he does look suspicious. I don't know if he's an alien or not, but that's what the Kardashians said. And did you see the look on his face? Did you see the look on Kris Jenner's face?
Yeah.
Maybe Corey is an alien. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what the hell they talking about, but obviously they're just playing around. Shut up. Who's Corey, bro? You gotta do some investigating on him. Shut up, because the way he looked and what he said, I think he might be one of them. Stop playing with me, son. It's getting real out here, guys, and Corey seems to be an alien. Shut up. But I tell you one thing. If I ever see Corey in these streets, and I ask him one-on-one, yo, for real, Corey, are you really an alien? And he smiles?
I mean, there's people in my daily life right now I think are.
Yeah, it's definitely over for America. You guys are going to have to give us back everything. Listen to what they are teaching the first graders now, y'all. Now, they're still trying to lie to them and tell them that it's the Native Americans, but it's only a matter of time till everybody knows the truth. Listen to this.
I said white people used to steal stuff.
White people used to steal stuff?
Yeah.
When?
I heard a story of that.
Come here, tell me about it.
I heard a story from school.
That white people used to steal stuff?
Yeah.
When?
And kill people.
Yeah? You talking
and
about?
they be friends together.
Are you talking about Thanksgiving?
And no.
Before Thanksgiving?
No.
Just in general?
No, I'm talking about white people used to steal stuff and kill people, but now they were friends.
Friends with who?
With the normal people's skin.
The normal people's skin?
Melanated people?
You mean like Native Americans?
Yeah.
Oh, so first the white people killed the Native Americans and they became friends with them?
Yeah.
That's not 100% true.
Wow.
White people kind of killed them and then stole all their land.
Yeah.
And now we have America.
Yeah.
But yeah, the part about white people stealing and killing them is that part's true. They teaching this in first grade, dude? Hey, wait, real quick, before we lose track, here, focus. They're teaching you this in first grade?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's good stuff.
Did you hear what the kid said? He said the people with the normal kind of skin. And then they're still trying to push that $5 Indian Native American stuff like y'all don't know it's us. Ain't no Native American was called Toby or Kunta Kinte. But this is crazy, y'all. This is what they're teaching kids in the first grade now? Yeah, it's over for y'all, America. You might as well give us everything back. It's going to happen regardless. You might as well start now. But let me know what you guys think about this video. The shit is here, y'all. Let's get it. Peace in.
The reason you want something so badly is because your future self already has it. Let me say that again. The reason you feel such a deep desire for something is because the version of you in the future already has it. One more time. The reason you want something that intensely is because your future self already has it. That deep burning desire in your heart, that's not a coincidence. That obsession that won't leave your mind, that's not random. It's a signal, a call from your future self, the version of you who already has everything you want. Your desire is a receipt, proof that it's yours. Save this, because this is something you don't want to forget.
I'm not gonna forget it.
The implications of this are shocking.
What the fuck is that? The shit from the skies. The shit they're spraying on us daily, hourly, minutely, secondly. Bullshit. If this gets muted, Eminem's playing. That's why I'm dancing to it. Maybe I'll just mute it myself. I don't know. Because I know they're going to mute it. What the fuck? Yeah, that's what we're breathing in our fucking lungs. Second, by the second. Right now, as we speak. That's wild.
Metals and magnets. Heavy metals in the air. Magnetic frequencies coming off of all the wireless devices, cell towers, Wi-Fi, smart meters, etc. Need I say more? This is why it's critical to be detoxing heavy metals, like by taking the hot water purified Shilajit, which not only binds to heavy metals and excretes them out of the body, but also pesticides, microplastics, herbicides, glyphosate, atrazine, and more. Plus, it's a hormone optimizer.
Oh, check it out. Oh, I'm a human and I have to pay money to live on planet Earth, even though I literally evolved here. What are they doing?
Oh, I'm a human. I've been conditioned by an oppressive system to believe that material things are what bring true joy.
That's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Okay. Oh, I'm a human, and I tell people I'm reading a new book, even though I'm just listening to it on audio because I lack the focus and mental effort needed to read words on a page.
It's not reading.
It's not reading.
Okay. Oh, I'm a human and I need privacy when I go to the bathroom. Don't watch me pee-pee.
That's not true. That's not true.
You're an animal. You're an animal.
Go. Oh, I'm a human and I think everybody's watching me all the time and paying attention like I'm the star of my own reality show. No one cares.
They're not.
Just live your life.
Just have fun. Be
Yeah.
free.
Nobody cares. Absolutely. I love that. Yeah. There you have it. Do your own research out here. Don't believe it. Do your own shit. If you feel a little ping in your spirit, do your research. If you're not finding what you want, go in meditation. Go in quiet. All the answers you need come from within you. You already know the answer. You already know the answers. You just got to tap into that side of you. So, I hope you have a great 24 and the best 7 ever. And until I see you in the next one, I love you.
Lady boss energy, yeah, she knows the way. You can finally speak of love and light any time of day. Lady boss energy, this one she got the vibe. Never stop questioning, never tell a lie.